Hi, in first video of teaching SQL Server, I must define some core concepts. These core concepts not only is used in working with SQL Server, but also if you want to work with any other databases, you must be familiar with these core concepts. The first concepts that I want to teach you, I want to speak about that is data. What is data? I create a blank here, okay. I create a blank slide. Do you know what the data is? The first thing that I want to define is data. Data are some raw facts or figures or videos, sounds, image, anything that exists in the world and exists in your real scenarios, in your business solutions. They are some raw facts, okay? Raw facts. For example, uh, we have somebody with the name Nicole. I, okay, I want to create it better. We have Nicole, and he is a 25, beautiful. She is a 25, beautiful data scientist with an image. For example, this is image of Nicole face. These are some pieces of data. You can see here, this is some pieces of data about Nicole. This is some raw facts about Nicole. But these raw facts are unprocessed. As you can see here, this is unprocessed. We have only some raw facts. Nicole, name of person, her age, and she's also beautiful. She's a data scientist, and she has an image. We have an image of it. This is some raw facts. We don't without any meaning, and no meaning. It has no meaning. This is pieces of data. Okay, this is pieces of data. I can write it better. But we must extract some information from these raw facts. What is the information that we can get from these raw facts? The information that we can get is that Nicole is a 25 uh, beautiful data scientist. This is now, if you see, I change this to here. Okay. This is the information. This is the information that is extracted from raw data. Okay. Now we define two concepts, data and information. This is the data and this is the information. We define these two concepts. But this information is processed with the processed data to get this information, and this information has meaning. As you can see in the data, we have some pieces of data without any relation between them, but we find some relation between these pieces of data and get information. This is uh, a processed and uh, a processed meaning from the data. This can be done with the use of database. Okay, this is another concept that I define. Okay, we use database to get meaning from unprocessed pieces of data and extract information from that. Very easy concept. Okay, as you can see, they are very easy core concepts. This core concept is not only used in SQL Server, but it can be used in any other type of databases. It uses in data science, data analysis. These concepts are very core. If you want to work in this, you must know these concepts. But okay, we'll continue. Okay, so but database, database, database can has database systems has many types. For example, one of them is R DB or relational database. Database. For example, Microsoft SQL Server. For example, MySQL. For example, PostgreSQL, and many other things. Also, we have document-based document-based database like MongoDB, okay, like Redis. We use Redis usually in applications for uh, maintenance the cache, and we have also graph databases. We have different types of database, graph databases like Neo4j, Neo, Neo4j. We have also vector databases. As nowadays, vector databases. As you know, nowadays, large language model is used in any type of, in any aspects of human life cycle, any aspects of human life. We use large language models, chatbots, image creation, AI systems. All of these concepts use vector databases. Vector databases uh, maintain any type of data, for example, text, video, image, anything will be saved in vector databases as a vector of numbers. For example, 1, 2, and 3, or 0, 2, 3, 4. We use this as uh, some vector of numbers, and we use this vector of numbers for calculation in AI system. This vector databases is used in AI application and AI system. But if you search in the job market, the biggest market positions are for relational databases, and between them, the biggest job market is for Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, um, biggest job market. If you go to the LinkedIn or any other site, if you want to search for a job market, any job in the database system, the biggest job market is for relational databases, and the biggest job between relational databases is for Microsoft SQL Server that is created by Microsoft. Okay, this is some core concepts that you must know if you want to work with databases. So in our next videos, we use SQL Server, we speak about SQL Server, and install SQL Server and start working with SQL Server. See you in the next video. Have a nice time.